Beyond the Badge is brought to you by the Edina Crime Prevention Fund.
Welcome to Beyond the Badge, a program about the inner workings of the Edina Police and Fire Departments. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sergeant Brian Hubbard. 16 years ago, 2 students shot and killed 13 people at Columbine High School in Colorado. Police and firefighters across the country have since trained to deal with active shooters. A partnership between Edina, Eden Prairie, St. Louis Park, Hopkins, and Minnetonka's emergency responders led to a simulated live response of one such scenario last month. Edina 16's Dietrich Nissen and Matt Koskinen traveled to the training site in Eden Prairie High School to bring you this story.
Eden Prairie 911. Okay, I'm still with you. Can you hear anything at all? I'm calling from the Eden Prairie High School.
June 14th, several agencies from Minnetonka, Police Department and Fire Department, Edina Police Department and Fire Department, along with Eden Prairie, St. Louis Park, and Hopkins, had a large-scale training scenario where we simulate an active shooter at a school with several casualties.
So for today's drill, this is based on what we did over the last year between police and fire, so it's just testing it in a real-life situation.
So Lieutenant Jim Morrill developed this procedure. When the fire department realized that we can provide safe passage for them to the victims and to get the victims out, they were on board.
Where are you right now?
So what we're doing is we're going to be sending you into the situation based on where you're going to be responding from within your city.
It was purposely done to have the officers do a cold start, which cold start pretty much means that they aren't really aware of what's going to be happening. They get dispatched to a scene and they are told what to do once they arrive.
There's lots of injured.
Once the officers arrived, there was a safety check to make sure that the scenario happened safely.
Go ahead and put your handgun in there.
Their guns are removed and they're given some munitions. And then from the safety check, they arrived at the high school and then formed, they're called triage rescue teams, TRTs.
I was told to come to door 13. Okay. So we're there to go in, stop the threat, however we need to stop it, and rescue those that are hurt.
Chief, we got another one here that needs help.
It may take us hours to search a building. Well, these victims don't have hours. They have minutes. The triage rescue teams went in.
Are we going to one too?
Nope, so diamond? Like a little diamond. So like one in the front, 2 in the middle, 1 in the back.
Yep.
A team of police officers would surround a group of firefighters, and they go into areas that are not considered hot, what means they aren't in danger, but it's still not cleared. The purpose of the scenario was to remove all the victims from the active shooter within 30 minutes.
I think the best part about all of it was the teamwork. It was really phenomenal to see all these agencies, different departments, fire and EMS and police all working together and just doing a really good job when they had never even met each other before.
All in all, I think it went pretty good. We had a pretty rapid response in getting inside. Good workout with our crews on the fire side with the police crews.
How you feeling? You good?
Yeah.
Here's yours, Mark. All right, man. We're going to take you off this thing, okay? I'm just going to pull you off, relax.
Once the victims are removed by the triage rescue teams, they're brought to a casualty collection point. Then the ambulances would arrive to those points and take the victims to the hospitals.
I think there's a huge benefit for the whole scenario, just for us to be able to run through it in a real life setting so that we can all get an idea of what we would do if it were in our city, an idea of what we would do if we have to do this in real life with another city. And also because I think that there was some apprehension between the different areas, the firefighters and the police.
It's good for our trust building with them to know that we are on the same page, we're communicating the way we should.
Wait, 1039. There's supposed to be a pipe bomb here. Alright, so it might be on the other side. Okay. It's backed out. Oh, it's right there.
We had some misunderstandings about radio channels.
I think the part that probably could use the most improvement is the communication. It was very difficult for the teams that were inside communicating with the people that were outside and the people on the active shooter side of it versus the TRT teams.
I've got 5 unaccounted for. I don't know what's going on with the TAC teams, but I've got 5 people that I'm not sure where they are. Everybody else, I think...
There was a large debrief on what went well, what didn't go well. All the team leaders from the different departments, the sergeants, along with the SWAT teams later that night, met and are currently looking at what needs to be done differently.
But that's a good thing. You guys did good. Be safe.
This was the first time a mass response to an active shooter training event has happened in Minnesota. The North Hennepin suburbs will conduct their own training in the future.